I'm not going to be talking to you about technology because I know very little about technology. I'm going to be talking to you about politics, which is something I know a lot more about. The web multiplies our creativity and productivity. It has also created a new and sometimes baffling environment for an age-old dilemma that pits the demands of security against the desire for freedom. And so I decided that if I was going to write effectively about cybersecurity and cybercrime, what I needed to do was to get to know and to understand the people behind it. Now, at the start of my research, I was only dimly aware of the wisdom of the Chinese philosopher and military strategist from the 3rd century, Sun Tzu. What interests me about Sun Tzu is the essence of his message. Distilled, it's quite simple. It simply reads, know your enemy. Who is the enemy? What do we really know about hackers engaged in bad stuff or social engineers? Is there a working taxonomy of them? Who are the masterminds behind the attacks? If the ability to deploy violence is central to the success of traditional organised crime groups, is an equivalent criminal enforcement strategy emerging in cyberspace? The Western world is seeking cooperation at the moment in the sphere of cybercrime and espionage with, for the moment, its two greatest rivals in cyber, China and Russia. But Russia and China want a price for this. If they're going to cooperate, they want recognition by the US and Europe that they be allowed to do what they want in terms of controlling the web inside their own countries. This is becoming an increasingly complicated area, the issue of legislation and who is able to access what. And the ordinary user, on the whole, hasn't a clue what is happening to his or her data or who can access his or her data. Just as targeted attacks were a mere occasional inconvenience 2 years ago, so the idea of government agencies and companies regularly deploying malware was considered beyond the pale. Now it seems most everybody is at it. While it's a huge challenge, the world needs to develop some mechanisms for managing the internet to prevent it from becoming a dangerous free-for-all in which nobody's security will be guaranteed. I don't have any answers yet, but the questions are deadly serious. So let us not lose sight of the great Chinese sage's word. We need to know what and who we are dealing with.